Hey everyone, welcome back to Flute tutorial videos from Radhe Flutes. In this session, we'll be learning something that has given me nightmares in my musical journey. Like what is C sharp, what is B flat, what are high octaves, low octaves, pitches, like everything. But you won't be having these nightmares because I'll explain everything to you properly and I'll try to make this topic very interesting and leave no stones unturned. Till now, some of you may have heard different sounds coming out of flute, even if you're holding a particular um, number of holes. Something like this. It's perfectly normal because flutes can be played in different ranges known as octaves. Firstly, let's know the difference between notes and octaves. Now, note is a single tone or a sound of a definite pitch, like sa, re, ga. Like these are all notes of different pitches. An octave is a series of notes. But before getting to octaves, I want you to know what are scales. And for you to understand better, let's go to my notepad. I hope you have taken out your notebooks because there are many things to write in this session. Okay, now understand this. Every tune, every song has a scale. And just like we have 12 notes in music, we also have 12 scales in total. If you have ever seen a live show, you must have seen just before performance, all the musicians or the band, they tune their instruments and they set the scale of the songs that they have decided to sing into. For example, if I recite sa re ga ma pa, I can also recite it like sa re ga ma pa. So what I did, I just changed my scale. Okay, so basically, scale is a frequency. So now try to read the definition of it. Scale is a set of musical notes in a particular frequency. Okay, if you remember, we discussed that we have 12 notes in Indian classical, and these are 7 Shuddh swars: sa re ga ma pa dha ni, 4 Komal swars: re ga dha ni, and you underline it to denote it, and 1 Tivra ma. Okay, similarly we have 12 notes in Western music as well. So this is Indian classical music. Now this is Western music. Now instead of Komal and Tivra, they have sharps and flats. And just like Saregama Padhani, they have C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts from the beginning: A, B, and then C again, just like higher sa. Now in this we have sharps and flats. Now this is how we denote sharps and this is how we denote flats. And just remember, sharp notes are one note higher from the parent notes and flats are one note lower from the parent notes. I know this is a bit confusing. We'll understand this properly in a bit. First, let's write all 12 notes. So these are 7. Now we have C sharp, D sharp. We don't have E sharp, okay? Then we jump to F, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. Then we don't have B sharp. And just like that, we have 7 here and 5 here. Okay, now let's write these notes on this keyboard. So in the keyboard, you must have seen this 2 black, 3 black, 2 black pattern repeating, okay? And you just have to remember, just behind the 2 blacks, this white key, from here C starts. Now let's complete it. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then again C. Right? We are behind the 2 blacks. And the pattern repeats. Now let's also write the sharps on this keyboard. Remember, sharp is one note higher from the parent note. So if I want to write C sharp, so this is C. So one note higher is this black one. So this is C sharp. Now D, one note higher, D sharp. Now we don't have black for E. That's why we don't have sharps for E. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp. Now B. We don't have black, so we don't have sharps for B. And then it repeats. Okay? Now, flat is one note lower from the parent note. So if I ask you, what will be B flat? So one note lower from B is this black. So A sharp is also called B flat. Okay? If I ask you which one is E flat, so D sharp is also called E flat. Similarly, you can take out G flat, but no one says G flat. So the most famous flats are E flats and B flats. Okay, more than D sharps and A sharps, they prefer it to say E flat and B flat. So just like that, you can take out all the flats of all the notes. And here ends the topic of sharps and flats. Now let's play this on a digital keyboard. So here's the keyboard. Now, as we go to the right of the keyboard, the pitch increases, right? So, just behind these two blacks, we have C. Now, C sharp is one note higher, right? D, D sharp, E. We don't have sharp, so we'll directly jump to F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. We don't have sharp of B, and then C again. So basically it is sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, right? And similarly we have 12 scales: C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. So 12 in total. Now, in different instruments, scales can be changed by setting it properly. But in flute, scale doesn't change. You'll have to change the flute in order to do that. So, flute comes in all these scales, and that's not it. We usually have three main flutes for all the scales: small, medium, and bass. In the videos of this course, I'm using C medium scale flute, but usually I recommend beginners to buy C sharp flute as well, because C sharp is the most basic scale that everyone should have, and C sharp, most of the singers they sing in C sharp scale. Being a flautist, I have to keep all the flutes of all the scales, because if I'm playing it with someone, then I'll have to like first ask him the scale he's going to sing or play his instrument in, and then I take out the suitable flute for it. And if I'm performing solo without any background music, then it doesn't matter. Whichever scale I want to use, I can use. So if you ask me, I've got C medium, C sharp bass and medium. Then I don't have D. I've got D sharp bass and small one. Then I've got E bass and E small one as well. I had F, but it's broken. Then I have F sharp, bass flute. Then again bass, bass. I don't have A's and I don't have B. So yeah, I have to complete my set as well. And once you get comfortable with the medium flute, you should definitely buy a bass flute. And I would recommend G sharp or G bass flutes, because the sound of a bass flute is really soothing and it's really peaceful. You should definitely try it. And in the upcoming videos, I'll definitely show you how bass flute sounds. Now, for the octaves, we'll cover that in the next session. See you.